Good morning, guys. I've been deep in thought after my last video, my little update video about where I am on my walk. I had a lot of responses from folks, um, pretty upset of where I am as far as who I believe is the true God. And a lot of people are having a hard time accepting the fact that there's more than one God in the Bible. Because we've always been taught, whenever we see the word God, Lord, the Most High, the Creator, it's all the same God. But if you closely scrutinize the Bible, go back and read it. Go back and read it. Don't skim over anything. And I've said this before too. It will become clear initially that there's more than one God here. More than one God in the Bible. And that's so hard for people who have believed this way all their lives to all of a sudden be told there's a possibility, us, me, you, and everybody else, that you think you've been serving the Creator of the universe, the true Most High. You really feel like that's what you're doing in your heart. But how do you think you would feel if you found out that the God that you've been praying to all this time is not who you thought he was? I want to share this with you. I just picked up the camera this morning, not really knowing what I wanted to say this morning, but everyone who truly, truly want to serve our grand Creator and not just want to take what anybody else has told you, your religious leaders, your pastors, or whatever. This walk started for me because of a void in my heart that something was wrong. Something was wrong with my worship. It didn't feel right. And this God that I've been praying to ever since childhood, I mentioned this in another video, I've never felt close to that God. I could never wrap my head around this God in the Old Testament. And now with more research, I know that it's more than one God that's in the Old Testament. And that's why all the weirdness. And if you're really honest with yourselves, guys, and reading the scriptures with discernment, you'll see. I mentioned Genesis, the whole creation story, everything from the creation to, I don't want to have to rehash all that over again because I did a video on that as well. Something is wrong. In the Bible, I've gone through this whole roller coaster thing with the Bible to believing that everything is gospel in the Bible because it tells us all scriptures are inspired of God and beneficial for teaching and reproving or whatever else it says. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's true. But which God? Which God? And if you think about it, in the Old Testament, the God of the Old Testament, he's angry, he's jealous, he commands his people, his chosen people, to go and kill, go and pillage other communities or countries or whatever in his name. I will help you defeat them. I will help you go kill them. And after you destroy them, take their things, take the spoils, take the women as your wives. The God I serve that tells us with his commandments, don't lie, don't steal, don't covet your other people's things, don't commit fornication, don't commit adultery, don't do any of these things. He tells us this. These are commandments. But then he turns around and says, go kill, go steal, go rape, go take. Is it just me or something wrong with that? And then Jesus tells us, he says, there is no darkness in my Father at all. My Father is love. God is love. And a lot of people will say, well, you don't understand how God thinks. And that's just how he does things. It's different for him. That don't make no sense to me. Also in the scriptures, it tells us to follow in the footsteps of Christ. Christ was nonviolent. He showed love and compassion constantly. His message was not to kill and pillage. He says, freely forgive. Freely give what you have. Show love for one another. The first commandment, he says, show love. He says, number one, love God the Father with your whole heart, your whole mind, and your whole soul, everything that you have. Love the Creator. And the second commandment was to love each other. Those were the commandments. The 10 commandments in the Bible, yes, they are all good commandments. They are. Don't lie, don't steal, don't do all that stuff. But if we showed love the way Christ did, if you just simply showed love, if you love someone, you're not going to lie to them. You're not going to steal from them. You're not going to harm them in any way. Just the basic principle of love. And that's what Jesus taught. And it's now that I'm stepping back and religion is a snare and a racket. That's one thing that Rutherford did get right. A snare and a racket. All religion, all of mankind has been misled and deceived by the master manipulator, the father of the lie. We've all been deceived. And it was done purposefully to keep us away from the real truth. I have learned so much. The Father has revealed so much. And I feel at peace because I finally know. The truth is becoming clearer and clearer to me. I'm not 100% there. There's more, so much more. But I feel confident in my heart that I'm headed the right direction. Anybody who is still in any kind of organized religion, and you are truly devout in your heart, that you want to serve God, you want the truth, search for the truth. Because if you're in any church, I'm telling you, if you are in any church, organized church, sect, whatever you want to call it, it's not there. Christ is within us. We're searching for it every place else except where it is, right here. We've been deliberately deceived, confused. Everybody has a little bit of truth in all religion. I truly believe in all religions. I truly believe there's a little bit of truth in every one, but there's also a lie. And we have been presented with the truth and the lie. And it's up to us to search out the truth from the lie. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. What do you think that inner flame, that inner light that Christ was talking about? Do some more research, folks. Something is happening very quickly in our world. Jesus told us to look up. He says there will be signs in the heavens. Stop being blinded. Folks, stop following these religious leaders who are all about money and power. They are being directed to mislead the sheep by the ruler of this world. And who is the ruler of this world? Who is the God, little g, of this world? It's Satan. And a lot of people say Satan don't run nothing. Yes, he does. Because the Creator gave him permission. Okay, you can run things better than me? Go ahead. He's making a pretty big mess of it. But his time is up. And he knows it. So he's doing everything that he can. He knows he's not going to win. Satan will not prevail. He can't. It's just basically going through the motions. And in these end days, these last days, guys, there is a huge awakening happening. Did I think that I would be in this situation right now? Something stirred in me. Something awakened me to pay attention, to dig deeper. There's a whole community of people that are awakening to the lies, to the deceit, not only about religion, but about this. Guys, if you only knew, please do some more research. Get out of your comfort zone. Ask those hard questions. And even if it's stuff that you don't want to hear, do you want to die in a lie? Or search for the truth and stand in it? I have found the truth about who I am, what's happening in this world, what's going to happen, what's going to be the end result. And I'm standing firm in that truth. And I encourage all of you that truly want to serve God the way He wants you to serve Him, do your research. Time is running out. I love you guys. I love you.